Political analysts are looking at the results of the Georgia primary to predict what could happen in November. WJCL 22 News' Kirsten Masalka is live in the studio tonight with more on this. Kirsten, what have you learned?
Shannon, this is the turnout from Tuesday night's primary election. Just one of the factors analysts are watching as they look for clues about where this year's midterms may be headed. Now, in recent years, Republicans have led in primary turnout for years, with the exception of 2020 when Joe Biden won the presidency, and now this year. So now analysts are asking whether that trend, along with others, could point to a similar outcome in November. From turnout turnover to Trump-backed triumph in several runoffs, analysts are flagging the factors that define Georgia's Tuesday primary elections.
There were hundreds of thousands more votes cast on the Democratic side than on the Republican side.
For over 15 years, Georgia Republican voters have beat Democrats in primary turnout numbers, with two exceptions, 2020 and now this year.
2020, big year for Democrats. Joe Biden wins the state and Democrats pick up 2 Senate positions.
With talk of a blue wave after an uptick in Democratic wins last year, combined with Tuesday's turnout in Georgia, University of Georgia political professor Dr. Charles Bullock says both parties are likely paying attention.
I think it's something that will probably excite Democrats and should give Republicans some concern.
Even so, some Democrats still face an uphill battle. Democratic nominee for governor Keisha Lance Bottoms won her nomination outright Tuesday. However, the state has not elected a Democratic governor since 1998. Her opponent has yet to be decided. The rivalry between GOP candidates Rick Jackson and Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones has become one of the most watched Georgia races this year. And it's not over yet. The two received the most votes within their field Tuesday, but neither reached the 50% threshold to win outright, meaning they move on to the June 16th runoff. While Jones received more votes, Bullock says it's still anyone's game.
We have had 8 of our governors have had to go through a runoff. In 5 instances, number 2 overtook number 1 in the runoff.
Regardless of the result, Bullock says the winner may still face a hurdle in the general election. Both Jones and Jackson tout their strong alignment with President Trump, a trait that has not always proven to be successful in Georgia.
The only time Democrats have won statewide office in this more than a decade has been when the opposing candidate was either one Donald Trump in 2020 or someone very closely aligned with Trump.
However, Jones and Jackson beating out other Republicans proved Tuesday that Trump may hold more weight this primary than previous years. Georgia's race for U.S. Senate also saw a Trump frontrunner. While the president did not endorse a candidate, Representative Mike Collins took the top spot in the primary after centering his campaign around his Trump loyalty, scoring points higher than his Kemp-backed opponent Derek Dooley, who he'll face in a runoff in June. The question now is whether this primary points to Democratic momentum or a Trump resurgence in Georgia. And the primary runoff election is scheduled for June 16th. Back to you.